Alright, timestamp. It is August 10th, 2026. A little bit after 4 a.m. And watching that Janus. One of my cats is hanging out right in front of the fridge. Not great choices, but yeah. Getting a refill on some coffee. Made some more of the Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut. Really hitting the spot. Health check. I feel pretty good. I got up a little while ago. Been mostly catching up on my daily video game stuff and watching a couple videos here and there. Kind of wrapping my head around the game plan for the day. Picked out a fun coffee mug for the day. Yosemite Sam making Bugs Bunny walk the plank. On the inside, this is funny to me. Maybe you can read that. Probably not. It says somebody got up on the wrong side of bed. Got this a while ago. I don't think I've actually used it yet. It looked fun. Part of me was kind of hoping it was one of the, like, the single cartoon homage ones that I've got. You know, like I've got, is it a Connecticut Rabbit in King Arthur's Court? Rabbit of Seville. My God, dude. But I've got some that are like Duck Season, that are like individual cartoon commemorations, whatnot. It is not, but still. Because I can recall at least one or two, I think, Looney Tunes where Yosemite Sam was like captain of a pirate ship and Bugs accidentally finds himself on board the ship, you know. Oh! That's where Homer got it from, by the way. Oh my God, that's good. Homer Simpson is a hack. Just kidding. Nothing but love. Nothing but love to Simpsons. Just kidding. Again, I'm not normally a fan of hazelnut coffee exactly, but the Dunkin' Donuts one is really good. So in going through all the stuff, one of the things that has plagued me, not really, just kind of a passing golly gee whiz, for my library in my dollhouse, I was hoping to have a resource computer. Because I don't have the space in there to actually set up like a card catalog. And times have changed. The Gen Xer in me that grew up in a library, though, I don't know if you can relate if you're like Gen X or older. There's something, and Pix and I were talking about this yesterday. There's something mystical about the scent of an old library, especially one that has one of those giant card catalogs with little drawers that with the cards. It's just sanctuary kind of smell. But times have changed, and they usually have computers now. Progress. It's cool. I get it. But, man, you know. So, going through my stuff, I had gotten in a batch of wooden dollhouse furniture. And I'd gotten this in with one of the batches. It's just a static L piece of wood. Hi, Tanner. You've been screaming. You okay? You pooping on the carpet for me some more? I really appreciate it when you do that. With stickers on it and silver paint job. That's a little crooked too, which, if I were a Virgo, that would really annoy me. Um, it is annoying though. But, obviously kind of I guess it's supposed to be kind of a laptop. Because it has the mouse pad on the front like that. That and just the, one-piece-ness of it. So I was like, ooh, that'll be a good resource computer for my library. Trying to find a table, came across this thing, which I don't know if this is one of the more modern Barbie or what, but it's got like little things here, little indentations that a lot of the different props that they make now have like a round peg that, sticks on it. But, yeah, fits just about perfectly and masks the goofy peg hole things. But I'm gonna paint this white as my next major craft things, minor. But I'm gonna paint this white so that it matches some of the rest of the furniture in the library. And then I have a little resource computer desk. I gotta do something creative or my head will explode. And no one wants that. If you've seen Scanners, no one wants that. It's messy and then I can't make more videos. And Hex would be very upset. This is great. So, I need to do dishes. They filled the sink for me. That was nice of them. I have a load of laundry to do. Not a big deal there. But I'm going to start doing some of the cat carriers. We have cat carriers. And I don't know what's clean and what isn't anymore. Because they've all just kind of been thrown onto a pile, and some of them might have been dirty, and now they're mixing with, you get the gist. So, got chicken that I've got to marinate. I've got a big thing of drums in there, and a smaller, probably a half pound of just regular, like, diced cube chicken. I'm probably going to make, I've got some cans of, it's an Aldi thing, it's a chicken pot pie soup. It's kind of like the filling from a chicken pot pie as a soup, which, I mean, it kind of is, really, when you think about it. When you look at the filling of a pot pie, it's like a stew wrapped in bread. So I may, like, chop up some carrots and some fresh veg, some onion, and they're the bigger cans, the taller cans. I may make one or two of those, fry up that chicken as well, because it's only like probably half a pound, maybe a pound. But fry that up with like some onion, throw that together with some extra carrot. I think I have some celery in there too. But make a thick chicken stew pot pie kind of thing, because that would be a really good potato topper. Like doing stuffed baked potatoes, put that in there. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, man. Trying to feed, the piranha plus Pix. And she likes, that's something that she'll eat. She's a little bit pickier eater. She's not like a big, like, baked bean. Well, not baked bean, but like black bean. Like, I want to make a big thing of black beans and sausage. But I know she's going to be like, meh. Is what it is. Got some older sausage that I just defrosted. I want to do some stuff with. I still need to bake up some sweet potatoes. I got 2.5 bags of that. Good problems to have, but I need to get on it. And they decimated the eggs, so I've got to boil some more eggs. Again, good problem to have, but guys, no, I can't complain. They're snacking on good food, They're not stacking on, Oreos and Doritos. Not entirely, anyway. There was a little bit of that, but yeah. I need to give Sammy a bath. Pix gave him the flea medication about a week ago, and he's not scratching as much, so he doesn't really have open wounds, where he's scratching himself open and whatnot. So I think I'm in a safe place where I can actually give him a bath. And I think he'll let me do it without getting hostile. I'm still not AI, by the way. I'm seeing so much AI slop on YouTube, it's terrifying. And some of it is just so over the top and ridiculous. It's like, guy, going for clicks for this stuff, man. You need a friend. But yeah, I'm gonna continue sorting out there. I found one more, my final factions. Found one more like rogue brute, one of the poison ones just floating around. I put him in the bag. So I now have 13 of that. 12 of the original and 13 of the poisonous brute. So I got 25 of those guys. Cool. I know I'm missing some though. They've got to be at George. Especially a bunch of the like robot ones. I know I'm missing some. Unless they're in something here that got sent over that I just didn't go through. I'm definitely missing some. Because there's some of the like robot mechy ones where I've got like 1, 2, 4, and I know I had more than that. Bye. You just snap right to attention like that. Cock the head. Snort. Like I've got 4 hunters. No way, I got more than that. Do I have 40 or 50? No. That was one of the ones that I had a harder time getting a hold of. But I'm pretty sure I've got at least 10 or 20. Not 4. 7 crawlers. Now I do have 6 or 7 that are out with my main bunch, but that still means that if you add it up, I've got like 14, because they come in 2 packs. I've got more than 14 crawlers. I got stuff missing. I'll find them, because we're going through pretty much, that's the challenge of this next year. Revenue, making sure we stay alive, and also going through pretty much everything we own and my parents own. Like piece by piece. Because we're still looking for some important paperwork, some photographs that are missing. Nothing like, me with a goat kind of photographs, but just family photographs that we know exist that my mom would have given great import, and they're most likely with like the car titles and the deed and stuff like that. Some of that I can get copies of, whatnot, because I'm the heir to the throne. I've got all the paperwork I need to order duplicates of. But I'd love to skip that step because bureaucracy sucks. And I don't know what else is going to be in that batch of precious paperwork that my mom and dad hid. Pocket watches are still missing. There's a couple other little things that are missing. It's like, what did you guys do? So we're going through everything piece by piece because my dad's brain was broken. But at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, and all of next week, he was still an engineer. Even though his fabrications and designs over the past year or two have been subpar for him if he did something before then, or if he just got lucky, rolled a couple of 20s, even with the negatives. He might have come up with some kind of brilliant hiding place. Or it may just be shoved in a box somewhere. And trust me, we got boxes. How many you want? So we've got to go through everything excruciatingly slow. And at the same time, we're trying to go through our stuff because, like, I've got, not here yet, they're at George, 2 or 3 large or medium totes full of, like, Doctor Who figures, MIB, mint in box. Stuff that I'd picked up when we were running the shop that I kept for me, that I never opened. Some of it I'll keep, like if there's any dialects, they're coming out of the packages and they're going in my collection. Because, yes they are. Some of them, yeah. I don't need one of everything, you know what I mean? So a lot of those are going to get sold on eBay because they will sell on eBay. I actually just sold another pair of Doctor Who figures, and what was the other thing I sold? Oh, I sold a Monster High pet. Was it Sir Hoots-a-Lot, I think? It's Ghoulia's owl. With the glasses. I actually have one where I have the glasses, so I've got like 2 other ones that don't have the glasses. That one I had the glasses. Which I know, tooling around and pricing these things and all that, finding one with the glasses can be a little tricky. Because it's little plastic pair of red rimmed glasses. Real easy for little girls and little boys to lose. It's like the original Princess Leia and Jawa blasters. If you remember the early Kenners, you know what I'm talking about. If those get in the shag carpet, you'll never see them again. The Princess Leia blaster was ridiculous. I still have mine, but as a kid, it got lost many times. Thing's very, very tiny and thin. It's just a stick with a post and a post. And it's little. Thick 70s, 80s carpet. Only your vacuum will know for sure. And yes, I recall fishing it out of a vacuum bag at least twice as a kid. At least twice. That and the Jawa blasters. Forget about it. Ridiculous pain in the arse. House I grew up in, 70s, 80s, had a really thick, dark green, like forest green carpet. 70s, man. My buddy down the street, his was like a pumpkin orange. Same development. It's like a burnt pumpkin orange, real thick, freaking, yeah. Welcome to Gen X. This is what we grew up with. The stuff that people now look at and go, oh my god, that's so dated. It's 50 years ago. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, still. I had somebody the other day that was like, you're 55? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I thought you were like in your 40s. Yeah. I'm a big Douglas Adams fan, so I'm going to stay 42 for a while. But working on... And I've got one of the taller purple latch top ones. These guys that I have like 4-inch action figure vehicles in. Like I've got one V-Wing kind of parts. It's not complete. Star Wars V-Wing, and a couple of like G.I. Joe, like a Land Rover, a Jeep, that kind of stuff. That's probably going to grow. It's already kind of full-ish. So I made a pink tote and labeled it AFVH, Action Figure Vehicle, which will give me a little bit of leeway because I'm going to outgrow it over the next year. Because right now I've got 4IVEH, and you can see it's, you know, it's a thing. I've got 1.5 of the G.I. Joe Battle Bunker, I think it's called. I think it's a Battle Bunker. It's a big tanky looking thing. But I picked up a guy had one that was near complete and one that was just like half of it. Because it like folds out and like becomes a double layer thing with big pew-pews and stuff. But it looked really cool and very moddable. So I was like, ooh, I'll take that. I got that and a Jeep and like a couple of like boat type things and the V-Wing, and you can see it's not empty. So I think going ahead and converting that, promoting it to one of the pink medium ones is a good idea, and that'll free up the space too. Because I'm trying to get everything to fit here, which I think doing that will actually do it for me. And I need to get my pink Final Faction ones. I got it down to 2. I'm going to be putting them on the stack behind here too. So I've got all of my silliness on this rolling rack now, with the exception of the little bits that I still got to sort. But they'll all fit into these things. There's not that much stuff, but I've still got 3, 6, 8. What are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, I've still got 8 that I've got to fit over there, which I can do if I put my Doctor Who ones down on the ground level here. I got a plan. It'll work. But, so in between food prep, I'm going to be out here sorting, moving stuff around. I'm probably going to do some eBay later today. Do delayed 10-day auction listings for Wednesday and or buy it nows. Because I got stuff to list, that's not a problem. And one, my dad had rigged this for lampshades, because they had gotten in a bunch of lampshades and whatnot, which, good storage idea, but the rolling table has a big old metal pole that comes out of the top. It's got some, they call them Omega brackets or whatever, that kind of hold it in place. That's what it makes me think of. They're the Omega symbol. That'll be a great way to air dry stuff that needs to air dry, especially if I've got the beast of a fan down there blowing downwind. Just let them hang here. If you go under it, you're going to get dripped on a little bit, but you'll live. It will be clean water. You'll be okay. But that's good for like the cat carriers, because I don't necessarily want to put them in the dryer. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 fabric cat carriers over here, and I have a cat. Good morning, Hex. You alright? You good? You can see those thunder paws. My wife called them murder mittens. I'd never heard that term before. That's hysterical to me. But yeah, these are wonderfully good cat carriers. They're fabric, and I know some people don't like the fabric-y ones. They like the hard shell. They're highly effective. We've been using them for a while. There's a vendor on Amazon that had them for like 24, I think. And we do seem to have a bit of a zoo. Isn't that right, sir? Good morning. You alright? Yeah? Okay. I love that cat. But sorting that, then moving all that stuff, getting my cold wall set up. Woke up, actually, the past couple days, just feeling really energized. You know? Which is good, because I've been dragging a little bit. Shame on me, right? The past 3 years in general have been pretty overwhelming. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Janus, I will step over here. Yes, the monster is activated. Playing hopscotch with the critters in here. Just want to get a coffee refill. I don't want any trouble. Thank you. But getting that cabinet off the kitchen floor was kind of a nice thing. We got a little bit more floor space. Still can't quite, do a box waltz, but, getting there. And it'll get better. Because I got a bunch of debris here, and that's on the list of things to go through as we figure out exactly what the hell we've got to deal with. That and just sorting out there. Because with what I'm doing right now, stuff will have places to actually go. It's hard to sort things when, even if you identify it. Picturing Bill Murray in my head from Ghostbusters, their first encounter at the library. Looking at Ray and Egon. Where they've identified the librarian ghost and all that kind of stuff. There's kind of a pregnant pause, a beat, if you will. And Dr. Venkman utters the phrase, "So what do we do?" It's kind of where we've been here a little bit, Okay, great. We've got, these widgets and trinkets 1 through 10, and also we've got a nice stack of thingamabobs over there. So what do we do? What I'm doing out in the garage actually will give us something to do with them. Functional storage. And Pix is busting her butt trying to get the bedroom squared away. Which she's got a very complicated slide puzzle in a very condensed area. So she's having to move a section, do the carpet there because it's gross. Vacuum, steam clean, move stuff back once it's dry, do another section, do that carpet, organize this area. Now this area is completely done so she can actually set up her computer, her workstation. Okay, great, that's solved, I'm dealing with basically 3 rooms with a lot more broad space, and she's dealing with a very condensed one. So, we're each handling different boards, similar difficulty level. It's a good thing we're both gamers. And yeah, we communicate in gamer speak a lot. I have a +5 spatial sense, so I can kind of figure out what I'm going to do here a little bit easier, doing the math in my head. I do the math in my head a lot. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I'm going to turn up some music or something. I can't go too loud because Tiny's awake. We had a little chat earlier. Nothing bad, just I love my kid. We talk a lot. Kind of sharing battle stories and ideas and whatnot. Oh, and the mom call yesterday went okay. It was pretty good. She went into left field a few times. She's concerned about government overreach and being very happy about the fact that she lives in the mountains and kind of that whole come and get me kind of. Calm down. It's my mother-in-law. You okay there? Oh, you're getting a bath today, sir. Yeah, I can't turn up music too loud because Alex will sleep through anything, but I don't want to wake up my girl. She's all the way at the end of the hall, but still. And that CD, we brought a little boom box from George, which apparently was Tiny's. Tiny said that I could use it, but it doesn't work. Something has gone horribly wrong with it. I tried. But some of the CDs that I brought the other day, I may listen to some Billy Idol, some Operation Mindcrime. Kind of in the mood. Maybe some AC/DC. I don't know. Make it happen. I'll do some BNL too. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Where are my Jason Mraz albums? My Jason Mraz albums. Not sure where those are. And I still don't have any Queen. Unless I brought them in an earlier load and they're buried in my own stuff. Which is possible. See, that's the good thing about going through everything too, is I actually can oh yeah, I got this 9 months ago, but I wound up burying it with other things because of, all of this. We are playing on hard mode over here. And it's not necessarily our choosing, there just is no easy mode. It's true. It's alright, we'll get through it. One bruise at a time. Speaking of, it's healing alright. Still not sure if I cut myself on the cabinet itself or that screw. Stings a little bit. Not too bad though. I'm keeping an eye on it to make sure it doesn't get infected, because that always sucks. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I'm going to do some dishes, some food prep, because in some of the food prep I'm going to create new dishes that I can maybe sneak into the dishwasher before I press start. Planning my time. Yeah, this guy right here. Yeah. So, I'm getting there, one brick, right? I'll figure out some breakfast too. I might just have some yogurt. Tiny made some oatmeal earlier. Got a 3-pound bag of frozen blueberries in there. No, it's not 3 pounds anymore, but picked it up at Walmart a while back. And it's a wonderful thing to add to oatmeal. Nom nom. And even yogurt, because I got some Greek vanilla yogurt in there. Mash up some blueberry, throw it in there. I may do that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I can make my own food. I have skills. Oh, don't worry, you're getting a bath. You're not my dog. I don't understand that. He keeps camping out right under my stool. Like, I don't, and what do you, who? It's the geneticness of being a wolf king, right? Dogs naturally like you, which they do. You're ostracizing my dog, though. He feels very sad right now. Scrappy's okay. But there are times that I think he wants to be right up on me, and Sammy's there, and he's like, okay. Anyway. So, hug your parents, hug your kids, enjoy some good coffee. Doesn't have to be Dunkin' Donuts Hazelnut, and I'm not a paid sponsor. But I could be. Surround yourself with things that make you happy, make you smile. Like a goofy ass Bugs Bunny mug with Yosemite Sam on it. It really is good. Work your list, 1 brick. Yeah. Make it a great day.